Vitality. Team Vitality up 3-2. They want to eliminate Nova Esports. They don't want to hear anything else that Nova Esports, the favorites going into Season 3, are all about. And they're going to want to close out the series here.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the wire here, right? I mean, this is one of the most exciting drafts coming out from Nova, right? If they really can get what they're looking for here, we're in for a guaranteed ultimate battle.
Yeah, and I mean, they're going to put a lot of pressure on. The Wendy from this one, again, we haven't seen too much of the Milady, but if you're saying it's the counter that it is, and it looks like Wen already trying to make some movement across the map, he's gonna have to get back in that lane very soon because the Milady just pushes like no other.
Exactly, and another thing, Wendy, his prior target is actually going to be Ana as well, right? Right now, on the opposite end, on the side of Vitality, Wen is just going to be looking for Muji, right? Muji does well against physical damage heroes, but he's going to be absolutely destroyed by Wen if he gets his hands on him. So we're looking for those very nice Chosen's, Real Engine, and hopefully, right, that ultimate. For Vitality fans, we're looking for the performance of Wen. But on the side of Nova, it really comes down to CY as well as Xuan. Can they get those insane tango movements in the team fights?
Yeah, if he's able to find him. But look, Wen, you're talking about the fact that he would have been locked down in the lane. He has not been in the lane at all. Wen is just constantly just harassing the other lanes, putting pressure elsewhere, right? And it's a great start for him. But again, I think that this mid lane here is he able to kind of get his own farm because he still needs items.
Okay, here's my point. They're stuck.
He's fine for now. I mean, Muche kind of froze the lane more like right there just to ensure that he gets it. But, it's either going to be onto Wen or Dao to get that farm. But it looks like they're going to be fine.
Yeah, right now I'm just looking at the pacing in terms of jungling speed for the side of CY, right? As well as the growth on the side of Xuan. Seems to be neck and neck in terms of EXP. And Wen is successfully making life a little bit difficult for Xuan because of his rotations. So they're going to secure this space right on the top, which is extra EXP, which dwindles the potential of a good team fight coming out from the side of Xuan. Number one, he might be stuck in lane. Number two, he has to take care that he manages HoK's movements. Because if he doesn't, then yes, Vitality is going to have an absolute dream of a fight here.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to those clash laners when those team fights are happening. So, okay, for me though, Dao and then CY, this is the jungle matchup that we were all anticipating going into this one. Which of the two need to have a better game?
I think CY needs to have a better game. Dao's execution is pretty straightforward, right? He just needs to land a very nice Dream Roam into the appropriate heroes on the side of Nova. At the same time, CY is at risk of losing, having a very bad experience when he loses that Azure Golem. So once again, everything trickles down, right? You need to have a very strong laning phase in the start of the game, which is what Nova is trying to do. Because if you have that advantage in laning, number one, you're ahead in farm. Number two, you have faster rotations, which then byproduct, you get to protect your jungle a little bit more, and you don't lose that Azure Golem.
Yeah, it's going to be key, right, for those buffs. Nice burst ram, Waypit surviving it again. But for me, like, I understand that this is Game 6. Tons of heroes have been banned. And you're not really limited, you're not able to play some of his best heroes. But I always feel like Dao on this Menki is, like, not his true bread and butter. Like, you want to let the guy style a little bit. You want him to kind of be the aggressive guy that's just not just setting it up for your team. He wants the kills himself. And I don't know if Menki is going to be enough for this one. And my biggest worry is you're not letting the star shine.
Well, it will be decided by this first engagement if they actually commit to it. And hang on, Nova actually, they get a healthy amount of damage down.
Yeah, about halfway to the Tyrants at this point. Dao, they spot this one. I don't know if they're going to continue on with this. Waypit was just kind of going in for this one, but CY goes instantly in. They found him. The Dream Roam, the Dao staying alive. He's still tanky yet again. He will be fine. The Soaring Greed driven by KK. He's going to get on the run, but Muchen not able to get away from CY's grasp, but does get killed, gives up first blood.
Now, this is the lead that Nova have been waiting for the entire series, okay? 4 minutes, not that long of a time, but here we go. This is going to be the explosion.
Yeah, this is going to be it. And KK tried to defend, and he just gets killed as well. And this is a huge win. You were talking about Wendy, what you do. Milady, you have those drones that you can continue on tanking on. You've converted that first blood into that tower.
Yep, and it's going to get worse from here because now they have the gold advantage. They can start invading into the buffs as well as the camps, right? And there's plenty of damage offered by CY, especially when he has the level and goalie equipment lead as well. Right now, he's level 10, guys. He's 2 levels ahead of Dao Dao and 3 levels ahead of majority of the cast on the side of Vitality. Already has life steal available, so he is a menace to deal with.
A menace to deal with. I mean, this is scary. You don't want to let CY get going, right? Once he starts to snowball and he's able to get to those back lines like the Mai and the Garo, all of these heroes really don't want to see this guy going in, but check out this replay here.
Yep, and there's a lot of AoE damage offered, right? So with the jump in from Waypit on the Lianpo as well, that was a beautiful ultimate landing so much damage, but more importantly, control. And that allows Wendy to just keep laying the robots down. Meanwhile, Xuan, he complements that control by jumping in onto 4 different members on the side of Vitality with his Death at Sunset as well. So there's a lot of damage offered on the side of Nova. Right now, Vitality, the win condition is if they can get the flank, right? Which is why you see Wen as well as HoK trying to get this.
Yeah, look at CY just dashing in and out, making An's life a little uncomfortable. Nice tremor smash on it too. Do they have the damage? Dao Dao not able to get away, but An goes down. So they've gotten something, and now Kuka's joined. He's going on the back line. Hero charges back to safety, but pushed away. Nova, all 5 members still standing, and now they take the mid T2, and Nova have changed the game completely on its head.
Now you see the benefit of the gold advantage, right? If it was equal farm, if HoK had more equipment in his inventory, this would have been a very different fight, right? The Nova members would have been dead because of the Razor Cavalry. But simply because they took a very good fight at the 4-minute mark with the Tyrant here, Nova have established control all over the map. Now look, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes in, right? The first T1s in the mid and the bot are already taken down. It will extend into the T2 as well.
Look at how CY going in the backline, and you're thinking, I'll just deal with the minions. But then he gets out of position. The tremor smash is legit. CY leapfrogs over, gets the pick off onto An, turns it into more. And again, the mobility on this Luna, you gotta be careful on CY. And now they pick up the Overlord.
Yeah, and I'm gonna gush a little bit more about Nova, right? So look, there's 2 things that will happen. Number 1, if everyone on the side of Vitality groups up, Waypit loves that. He's gonna get the tremor smash of his life. And when they're separated, that's a favorite position for CY because he then gets to dash through 5 different members, open up the fight as well, and open up a lot of pressure for the rest of the members on the side of Nova, especially Muji, to go for individual targets instead. So it's a very smart move in the draft. They have all answers.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think it's a really good draft because of that one. I mean, they just have, like, you want to group, what is the counter, and they're looking to go for this one. But Muchen gets over the wall, the tremor smash. Waypit does get back to safety. He gets a little on the low side, needs to be careful, almost gets picked off. They find KK.
Okay, for all of the gushing that I've done about Nova, it's just for the moment. Because once Vitality, they hit that farming mark, that gold that they need to accumulate, it's not going to look as pretty as it is right now. Because An, he is an absolute shredder. He will put them through like a paper cutter at this point. So Nova, they are on a timer here. If this game goes longer than 15 minutes, Vitality will regain control. Right now, it's about whether Vitality can hold on to their T3s until that form is reached.
Yeah, let's see why finding the solo onto Kika here. But you're talking about the 15-minute timer, 7 minutes away. At the pace this game is going, and I mean, look, Nova's lineup is all about getting those pickoffs and then the push, looking to just end the game, right? I think they're doing it off of the back off Wendy, who does have a 2-level advantage herself, right? So they've kind of changed things up. They've put a lot of pressure on, but Team Vitality, you're talking about how their win condition is on getting that farm. Is enough time to get that?
Not with the way the game is going, right? As long as they can't stifle CY's movement, it's not going to work on their favor. And right now, look, everyone's paying attention to CY and Waypit, but Muji's also dealing a lot of damage.
Yeah, doing a ton. Muchen taking so much, does get killed, can't get away from those drones. Wendy will get credit for this one. Waypit now sticking around. He's on the low side. They've taken the top T3. This is looking like an all-Nova game.
Yeah, Vitality got to be scared of going to the airport at this point. CY, he's pulling in, looking for an opening.
Just a bait, a little bit of a, just like a teaser, like a poke and a prod. But through that all, space created, they take the mid T3. Team Vitality right now, base in ruins. All they have left is the bottom T3.
Yep, and now Nova, they have unlocked a extend on the timer itself, because now the T3s are down. They have a little bit more pressure from the super minions in the top and the mid as well.
I love the fact that like Nova, like throwing this like draft strategy out when their backs are on the wall with this game 6 and everything is just going gravy. Everything is just gelling. They're playing this one perfectly here. And look at this gold like scoreboard. I mean, CY and Muchi all at the top and all what you want to see as a Nova fan.
Yep, they took a gamble. Let's be clear here. If the Wendy Milady pick was shut down from the start of the game, this would have been a very different picture altogether. But the fact is, they managed to stick to the win conditions.
Yeah, they're sticking to it, and they're putting pressure. The drones have been on point. The bottom T3 is looking to go down again. Base wide open, super minions on the way. Nova backing up, and they are taking this like a clinical game.
Yep, and in the next 2 to 3 minutes, you will see the true damage potential of Nova, because they will have access to the Overlord, and it's a Shadow Overlord. 3 lanes of flying dragons. You have to deal with robots, you have to deal with dragons. In a fantasy world, you're dead.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more real, the real world at this stage with how Nova have been playing this one. It's been perfect, right? The fact that they haven't died a single time in this elimination game speaks volumes about this team, and the fact that they're playing the strategy perfectly. They forced it out. They're choking you out. Team Vitality have no space. The goal differential, almost all of them in favor of Nova Esports at this stage.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at this Wave Pit, Radiance Flash, Tremor Smash, a lane coming in with the ulti as well, and then CY just going crazy.
Yeah,
let's see if it happens.
Thinking about going in. Wave Pit, looking for the right angle before he dives. CY is the first to go, gets onto 2. The Mulberry Power does connect onto him, but Muchen is going to be about half-life. Wave Pit so low, he's going to be probably killed. He does get killed in the end. Dow, though, that's the trade. Wendy's still up there, looks to go for this one. The heroic charge, KK, he's going to be killed. The flash away by Xuan. Wen has been killed in return, but the base is, again, wide open. They have the minions, and it looks like Nova are just going to end this, and we go to an ultimate battle.
Welcome to the ultimate battle.